Hello everyone. Today I'm working on a 13 GMC Acadia. We're going to do some AC diagnosis in this video. I'm going to push the AC button on. Blinks 5 times. There's no HVAC control module codes. Let's go in here and look at some data PIDs. Let's see, AC LED off, AC request no, AC permission withheld. We want to look at ambient air temperature sensor. Where's that at in here? Okay, AC evaporator temperature sensor 80 degrees, so that's good. If that's too low, then that'll keep the compressor from kicking on. And outside air temperature raw 64 degrees. So that's fine. Got the owner's manual here, and it says the AC does not work when the outside temperature is below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. If the AC is pressed, the indicator flashes 3 times and turns off to show that the AC mode is not available. So outside air temperature looks good. Evaporator temperature looks good. It's possible that this doesn't have any refrigerant in it or low refrigerant pressure. Go in the engine control module. And cooling HVAC. Alright, where's that? AC high side pressure sensor, 0 PSI. Well, there we go. So we need to get under the hood and hook the machine up and see what's going on under there. So I got this upper cover off and doing an inspection. Supposedly this was in an accident. Usually when they're in an accident, it's always the front or the back or both that's crushed, and you could have a condenser that's busted or leaking. I don't see anything obvious. I do see the transmission cooler lines. It looks like someone might have messed with those. So we got our high side port up top and the low side's down there by the compressor. Real pain to get at. I suspect this doesn't have any pressure. Maybe someone didn't fill it up, or it's got a huge leak. Let's see what happens when we open this up. We have like a whopping, I don't know, 5 PSI, maybe. Okay, so it doesn't have any refrigerant in it. I like to pump air into it if it's got a catastrophic leak. That way it saves me from recovering and then charging the system up just to find the leak, only to go ahead and then recover the refrigerant right back out of it. So what I'll do is I'll hook my low side up. Hopefully I can do it one-handed. It's in a real bad spot. So we're going to pump some air into this. I just use my rubber fitting on my air nozzle. We'll watch our high side. Normally I can get it to go in there. You see the high side there's increasing. I get to about 70 psi. There we go. And then I look and listen for any obvious leaks and see if this pressure drops drastically, quickly, which it is not. It's possible this had work done and they just never charged the AC system back up. Yeah, both sides are holding. I like to bleed the air off these. This one's got a rubberized ball fitting in there and I don't want to damage it. So we're not going to do that on this one. Okay, this thing's done recovering. It's draining oil. We'll see how much oil goes in here. We'll add it back. I had just a little over 3 ounces in here before we started. Looks like nothing came out of it. Just purging some air. Okay, so let's put 2.5 pounds in this and run it and check it when it's in the air. See how everything looks. Since I don't know the service history of this, I don't know how much oil's in it. I'm not going to add anything. It says it's charged up. See what that pressure PID says now. It says we have 69 psi. And 70 pounds is just about bottle pressure. So that looks great. This should work now. Let's fire this off. There we go. I heard the compressor kick on. Lights on solid now. So that got that working good. We're just going to let it run here. Cycle and build some pressure. They're 170, 180 and climbing. Okay, evaporator temperature sensor is 39. It's looking good. And then outside air temperature is still at 50. Yeah, so it's working good now. Now I'm just going to run it for a while, maybe for 20 minutes, half an hour, and lift it up, do an inspection underneath. See how everything looks. See how our pressures look on here. Low sides, about 40 psi. High sides, 150. Climbing. Pressure still rising. There we go. There our fans come on. And pressure drops right back down. Yeah, the whole system's working great. Condenser looks good on the front. I'll have to get it up in the air. Look down below. Compressor looks and sounds good. Our lines drop down on this passenger side. Run all the way back. And the rear evaporator drain looks good. I would say we're going to ship this one. Time will tell. That's really all I can do with it for right now. Just have to see if they have an issue with it down the road. But I think this thing is fixed. like I said, this wasn't an accident. Someone's been messing around with it. Okay, folks, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.